took a day off yesterday. I've been traveling and sailing and enjoying the beautiful Caribbean sea. It's quite nice here. Doing a lot of swimming and just enjoying some very good companionship. And so I took a day off yesterday. I don't know that anybody really minded, but I probably missed you more than you missed me. But you guys are a lot of fun. I really enjoyed your comments. Enjoy interacting on these live broadcasts. So things are a little weird right now, and I don't know if it could get much weirder than this. But over the weekend, Vladimir Putin said that Russia is at war with a satanic cabal. Um, on the surface, it could be like, what the fuck's he smoking, right? It's like, yeah, they do like their vodka in Russia, I hear. But you start looking at it a little bit more closely, and it's not that far-fetched when you start digging into it. I mean, you got people like the King of England, King, whose closest personal advisor was a man who imprisoned for raping children, and not just live children, but dead children, Jimmy Savile. And this is the truth. You can look it up. King Charles' closest personal advisor was Jimmy Savile, who was a necrophiliac and a pedophile. So, and I mean, we've talked about this before, but John Lydon was a toothless punk living in abandoned apartment buildings. He figured this shit out. If he could figure it out, the goddamn King of England should have been able to figure it out. Okay, if Charles was so fucking stupid that he couldn't tell that his best friend raped dead children, what the fuck's he doing living on the dole? I mean, this guy should not be the king of anything. This guy should be in a goddamn either a prison for necrophiliac pedophiles, which, seriously, if you're hanging out with fucking Jimmy Savile, really keep the kids away from you, or there's no really good goddamn options here. It's like either King Charles is a fucking retard or he's a fucking pervert. It's like either or. This is not like gray area, I mean, it's one or the other, and possibly both. I mean, look at the guy. Fuck, count the toes on his feet for fucker, But anyway, so we're talking about Putin. So just because the King of England is most likely a pedophile who likes to rape dead children doesn't mean that he's satanic, I suppose. But it's a slippery slope from raping dead children to being a Satanist. But sure, he means nothing. He's a freaking figurehead. But the prime minister, I mean, the current prime minister is about to get shit canned. But right now, another former prime minister's in the news, and he skull fucked a dead hog. I mean, that's why he resigned. It's like, come on, fucking talk about pigs in blankets, right? But he skull fucked a dead hog. It's potato, right? And he does have a little bit more say in the way that the world is run than the inbred pervert living in Buckingham Palace at the moment. But still, so I'm just saying there's evidence that Vladimir Putin might not have He might not be completely whacked to say these people are satanic. Get a little bit serious for a moment. Like, yeah, let's get serious on this subject. Um, but I'll tell you where I'm coming from. I really, so I've known for a long time. I've, I haven't always just been a sailor living out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere on a boat. You know, I had, I've seen things and worked with people that are in pretty high places in my life. And they are pretty goddamn strange. I'm telling you, they're not, you do not want to leave the children around the elite. Seriously. It's good lord, the shit I've heard about. I have let's say, how do I put this without? I have connections with a certain infamous motorcycle club. I think you can check my police records, and it shows me as an associate of a. All right, and through that world, I have met people who had spouses or partners that were involved in weird shit, like demonic ritual type shit, that had been at spirit cooking ceremonies, not with just Lady Gaga, with like people like Hillary Clinton and Uma, not Aberdeen or whatever, Carlos Danger's wife, whatever her name was. I mean, these are some weird motherfucking people. They're seriously, if they're not satanic, they're could just as well be, because they're Jesus. Seriously, people like that get near my boat, and we're in international waters. Um, well, anyway, they're not. They don't have the captain's permission to come aboard. Let's put it that way. And captain will defend that lack of permission with extreme prejudice. But let me say this: if the so Hillary Clinton had a laptop that her Uma Aberdeen or Huma or whatever the fuck her name was. Not anyway, that woman who was married to Carlos Danger, I forget what his name was, but he was a senator or congressman, I think a senator maybe, or congressman from New York. Got sent to prison for pedophilia, for being a sexual predator online. He used Hillary Clinton's laptop, right? So this laptop was nothing's ever been shown from that laptop. Laptop disappeared like what's his name? Joe Biden's crackhead criminal record. I mean, um, uh, and the crazy thing is that crackhead kid of Joe Biden seems to be the least perverted of the crew. But anyway, I digress. We're talking about Vladimir Putin, and I don't know if anybody watches it this time of night. It's like I don't know, 9 o'clock or some goddamn thing in the East Coast. I've been busy. I've been having fun. I've been having miss you guys, love you guys, but I'm gonna guess that this one isn't gonna work real well, because normally I'd had about 20 or 30 people on here. I got jack shit right now. That's okay. So I'm gonna have fun, because I don't have anybody here to watch, so I can tell the truth. So anyway, let's see what the cards have to say. Is Vladimir Putin onto something with these motherfuckers being satanic? Okay, what I was getting at, I have some inside information on these sons of bitches. They're fucking weird. I mean, seriously, that's some serious heavy duty shit. I've got some deep ties in the occult world with the Aleister Crowley, Israeli Regardie, the Golden Dawn OTO kind of shit, the Enochian watchtowers, the kind of crap that Jimmy Page and what's his name from Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, shit they were into. This is some heavy duty crap. Um, and it's got a lot of mix. It's got a lot of carryover into the Illuminati, into the what do you call it? Um, the what do you call that goofy goddamn group of people? The Freemason, into Masonry, and it's got a lot of ties into a lot of shit. I mean, you start looking into it. Vladimir Putin's assertion that these bastards were a bunch of Satanists is not that far fetched. I used to think that I knew a lot of this stuff was going on. I knew a lot of this stuff was going on in the entertainment world. I knew it was going on in politics. I knew it was going on in the political elite, the banking establishment, I know the eyes wide shut pizza parties at the Rothschild crib in the Hamptons would make would make the eyes wide shut film that they killed Kubrick over look like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Um, so so I was aware of this, but I always thought it was probably show theater. I thought that they had these people engage in these weird rituals and shit, like uh, just because if they went so over the top, if people talked about what was really going on, they'd sound like goddamn lunatics, right? Like Putin maybe sounds like to some people right now. And but then since the scamdemic started in 2020, and all of a sudden I realized that this culling that I'd heard of is real. Um, I've also become aware that what we call gods, I mean, like especially the Judeo-Christian Islamic gods, the Yahweh, Jehovah, and Allah are almost certainly like some kind of demonic, maybe space alien. I don't know, but they're some nasty motherfuckers. I read the Bible when I was 8 years old. And I was like, who is seriously this son of a bitch is you know what everybody's like pissing themselves over. He's a fucker. Uh, he's a piece of shit. And if you read, especially the Gnostic, the apocryphal texts, the Jesus character, Yeshua or whatever he was probably called, his whole message was, fuck these, fuck this fucker, fuck my father. He's a piece of shit. He wants human sacrifices and blood sacrifices, and he treats you all like a bunch of goddamn sheep or slaves. Be your own goddamn God. That's really what Christ was trying to say. That's what Christ consciousness is, owning your own personal sovereignty. And that's why they nailed his ass to a board. It's like, this guy's trouble, Yeesh, we can't be saying this shit. We'll lose our goddamn jobs as the priestly class. So, but whatever this is, I've come to believe that